behind, but they will wipe you out of any of your mice that you have. A single barn owl, like female, will eat about 2,500 mice a year. I'm Marcia Flam, Director of Raptor House Rehab Center, and on my glove is Sage, our female barn owl. And what we do is wildlife rehabilitation, where we take in sick, wounded, and orphaned birds of prey, rehabilitate them, and get them back in the wild. We also do educational programs, and that is how we met Kestrel Vintners, is through providing educational programs about wildlife rehabilitation and the animals that we care for, and in the help of with Kestrel and their famous bird, the American Kestrel. So basically they're one of our biggest funders to the Raptor House and one of our biggest supporters as well. And basically that's what we do. We do educational programs and go around and teach people the importance of wildlife and how important wildlife is to agriculture as well.
So now where is the Raptor House?
We're located in East Sela, so it's 40 Wiseacre Road, East Sela.
Now, how long has the Raptor House been going?
We have been going for 11 years, so we've been here for a while, and we're a nonprofit organization. As well, when Kestrel started, yeah, we became friends early on.
So this is an annual event?
This is an annual event. What we first started with was the Kestrel Festival, which is our summer event, and then that turned into a few years after we were doing that, they decided to do a winter or Christmas event. And so we come to this, I want to say it's been 6 years.
So now who do you have here?
This is Sage, and Sage is an adult female barn owl. And she was one of our rescue birds, and she's also one of our #1 educational birds that goes around and teaches the importance of barn owls.
And who's his traveling partner here?
This is Merlot, and Merlot is an adult male American Kestrel. And this is one of my cohorts in crime, Marnie Floyd. Hi.
But now, how did you get Merlot?
Merlot, what happened to Merlot was there was 2 children in Sela that when he was a baby he flew into their backyard, and they thought it'd be cute to basically tear him apart. And so they pulled out his tail and a few of his primary feathers, resulting in feather follicle damage in his tail. So he has some issues with his tail year round. And so that's why he's non-releasable. You know, keep us in mind whenever you want to learn about birds of prey or you want to make a large donation.
Hi, I'm Mike Bertelbeau. I'm the General Manager for Kestrel Vintners, and we're enjoying our holiday benefit this evening for the Raptor House, which is a rehabilitation center in Sela, Washington. And they take care of raptors that are injured and mend their health and get them back to the point where they can be returned to the wild. Sometimes they have a bird that's so seriously injured that it can't be returned to the wild, and they have those that they maintain and bring around for educational programs. So we have 2 of those birds here this evening. One is a barn owl, and the other is a male raptor, which is known as a kestrel, and that's our namesake. So we have had this working relationship with the Raptor House since we first started back in 1999, opened our winery, had our first Kestrel Festival, and she came out and showed the bird, and has been doing that every year since. This is our 7th annual benefit, and it's the most successful this year that it's been. This is our 2nd year in our new facility with the expanded space, and we have more people who come. And it generally raises on the order of $1,000 or $2,000 for the Raptor House. We also have a second label wine, the Raptor House Viognier and Syrah, and we do provide a portion of the proceeds from every sale to the Raptor House from that wine.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So we generally donate close to $10,000 a year to the Raptor House.
Wow. How did the owners happen to come up with Kestrel as the name of the winery and kind of the namesake for the winery?
Our owner's name is John Walker. So in the liquor industry, that was already taken. He was looking for something and was wandering through a vineyard that he was seriously interested in buying, formerly the Heinzerling Vineyard out at Heinzerling Road and Snipes Road. And the story as I hear it, I wasn't here then, is that there was a mating pair of Kestrels that had taken up residence in the barn. And they greeted him on his arrival, and actually they're fairly territorial, so they weren't too happy about his invading their space, and it was a memorable experience for him, and that's why he selected the Kestrel as the namesake for the winery.
Well, it's a very striking image of the artwork that you put on that label. It's beautiful. I think it's a real nice tribute to the bird. What sort of feedback do you get back from people about using the Kestrel associated with the winery?
Well, it's been an interesting educational effort. What we've learned is that most people don't realize that a Kestrel is a bird. So they often ask me if I'm Mr. Kestrel. And I guess by now, perhaps I am. That's a process that's actually ceramic paint that's screen printed onto the bottles. We use Universal Specialties. It's the largest bottle decorator in North America. They're in Canada. And we were one of their first applications. So we've grown up with them. They've made several tweaks to improve the process and the quality of the label. And it's been a good partnership for us. We enjoy having our holiday benefit every year. It's a time to say thank you to our loyal customers. We particularly invite members of our wine clubs, and we have people who look forward to coming every year.
Great.
And we want to say thank you to them and Merry Christmas.